Hey everyone, I wanted to do a message because I've been receiving a very large download that there are a lot of people that I am seeing, and there are a lot of people that are viewing me and watching my story and following my journey. And I love that. I really, really do. That is what I was called to do. That's what I've been doing. Of course, there are some discretionary areas that I have been getting a lot more into lately. But there's also this element of what I'm doing this for is so that people have a sense of familiarity and maybe like a video that they can turn to understand and know that they're not alone, and that everyone's journey is going to be extremely unique to them. They're going to be called to do different things. They're going to be, there's just a lot of different scenarios that can unfold for someone's journey. My journey has been taxing. Mentally, emotionally, psychologically, it has been very taxing, but it has also been equally as rewarding as it has been taxing. And your spirit guides won't give you more than you can handle. And even if they do, all you have to do is just tell them that you're overwhelmed or that they need to back off, and they will, okay? Like, they will. And that's all you have to do. And if you want guidance, literally ask them for guidance, be it angel numbers or signs, synchronicities. You'll actually get to a point where you'll be thinking of a question in your head, and it gets to a point where other people that are talking around you will actually answer your question as you ask it in your head without actually having the conversation in itself to ask the question, if that makes sense. Like, I'll be thinking about something and someone else will say like yes or no, and that literally answers my question in my head. Like, it's getting to that point where it's still freaky, and it still blows my mind. Okay, like, it still blows me away every single time it happens, but it's getting more and more frequent. And I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity, and I'm very grateful that I have been awakened in this aspect. I'm also very happy that I could be the generational curse breaker. I'm happy that I could, fully embrace my lineage, the ancestral abilities that my whole line carries, that no one decided to acknowledge, and that no one really wanted to pay attention to, and that maybe they were scared of it, or maybe they just didn't want to deal with it, or they didn't want to be chastised, or they didn't want to have to go through what I went through, what I am currently going through. And I get it all. I really do. But I also don't want my journey to be something where people feel envy or jealousy or sadness or anything over just because you are not where I am in your own life path journey. Does not mean that your life journey will not come to fruition for you, that it will not awaken for you, that it won't, if you feel lost and you're, being called to go somewhere or do something, try your best to follow it. I mean, for crying in the mud, I'm being called to go to Easter Island, halfway across the world. And I have no idea how I'm going to get there, but what I do know is that I'm going to try my hardest, to make it happen. And I believe that spirit will help me find a way. And that is honestly the whole thing of it, is that if you can believe and trust and have faith in your spirit team, that they will deliver on what they're calling you to do, so long as you want to follow it, they will deliver on that. Now, it might be right in the nick of time. It might be, not exactly how you think it'll unfold or how you imagine it will unfold. That's the entire premise of it, is that you're not going to know. You're not going to understand it. You're not going to have a clear picture. You're not going to know. And that's all a part of it. And it's important to understand that it's okay to not know, and it's okay to not understand or see the big picture or see where things are going to line up or how they're going to line up. And trust me, I have tried. And every single time certain things happen, it is never how I could have imagined it. It is absolutely not how I imagine it going down. But it unfolds in a much more beautiful way, and in a way I couldn't even imagine, even if I wanted to. So, throat chakra, goodness. So I think that the best way to move forward is to really try and take that leap of faith within yourself. You need to take that leap of faith on yourself, and try to stay out of the negative emotional range, which is envy and fear and sadness and grief and depression. And now I'm not saying that I've battled with depression all my life, okay? I'm not saying it's easy. Medication does help, especially for me. But, and therapy. I'm actually in therapy. I know I come across as a very happy, bubbly person, but that does not mean my shadow work is done. That does